Ladies and gentlemen, another fond welcome back to Gothic, and today I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. We do need to go collect the pieces for the Ulu Mulu, and that altogether won't take very long, so I do have to find something else to do in the meantime. Now what I've done here, I've invested in a rune for the pyrokinesis spell, which is a spell I really haven't used all that much, but I think it could be quite interesting. It has the advantage of actually being able to effectively stun an enemy and hold them in place while you're casting it. But I don't really know how much mana it uses overall, so we can test it. On,
Cool. You've won.
Oh wow, you gotta get kind of close to him.
Fight.
Oh, well, that's not bad at all, is it? Yes, somebody? Somebody want to start something? Nobody really seems to care.
You better stop that magic.
Should I?
You better stop that.
Wow, none of these guys seem to care.
You better stop that.
Yeah, so see, if someone's charging right at you, you can do that, and it doesn't last forever. You can keep casting it beyond where it stops having an effect. But all you have to do is just stop casting it and then cast it again and kind of refresh it. So it seems pretty damn powerful, and like it could be a huge help against some of the enemies we'll encounter later on. So I just thought we might pay another little visit to Iberian here. Pay our respects to his corpse. By pay our respects to his corpse, I of course mean let's try and possess it. By God, he's alive! It's a miracle! Whoa! What are you doing? You madman! You son of a bitch! Leave me alone! Help me! He's not doing any damage to me, though. My God! His time spent in death has driven him mad. He no longer recognizes friend from foe. I just saved your life, you son of a bitch. Oh yeah? Well, I can do that too. Except I can't seem to target you. Eat it. That's right, burn forever. Or at least until I'm out of mana. Alright, so that's all well and fun. So yeah, that's Iberian in a nutshell. This whole time he's just been feigning death as an excuse to take an extended nap. No, in truth, that's just the fact that they didn't run an actual death script for Iberian. For some reason, they just have him in like a permanent sleep script, and it's quite easy to break it with certain spells like that. So, credit to my friend Nuku, who made a video about that a long time ago. And that's the only reason I was even aware that you could actually wake him up like that. If you attack him while he's down, I don't think it does anything, but certain spells will actually wake him up. Alright, so we do need a number of things, including a Shadow Beast horn. Now, we've killed Shadow Beasts thus far, and have yet to find a horn on any of them, in spite of the fact that they all do have horns on the fronts of their damn faces. So, fortunately, the game has inexplicably spawned several, oh wow, that was nice. It has inexplicably spawned some shadow beasts over here who do in fact have horns. Oh dear. Can't hurt me. I'm not really sure what these shadow beasts are up to. They seem to be raising a fuss about something. But no matter, for we are about to destroy them. I think they're killing the scavengers. Oh, this thing is coming right for me. No idea what his deal was. Well, as long as these things are fighting over here, I think this will do me well. Oh, no. You sons of bitches. Oh, I think they're going for something else now. Oh dear, oh my. Oh god! I went right through the first one. Ah, Jesus! Oh, there we go. That was convenient. And there we have a horn. Now, I don't know if you actually need to have the ability to take horns in order to be able to... the ability to take the various animal trophies in order to be able to take the ones you need for the Ulu Mulu quest. I kind of doubt it. I think those ones... those drops just spawn with these specific... with the specific enemies that spawn as a result of this quest. So, even if you don't have the abilities to take the items for the Ulu Mulu, I do believe that you can get them anyway, because if you kill all of these creatures before suddenly realizing you need a certain skill in order to get their trophies, then you're screwed out of the rest of the game. So, I think Piranha was clever enough to have that as a contingency, but it's hard for me to really say. I've never actually done it without having the skills before. So, anyway, the other thing, well, one of the other things we need to get is the tongue of a fire lizard. And if we look at our journal, search for the Ulu Mulu. Tarrok needs the horn of a shadow beast, the tongue of a fire lizard. They live mainly in the Orc area and on sandy beaches. Wasn't there a shipwreck full of lizards? Now, what's funny is he mentions that shipwreck full of lizards whether or not you've even been to this area and found the shipwreck. So I find that slightly amusing. So down here, of course, are the beasts in question. And we only need to kill one. And we know that, well, fighting fire with fire probably won't make a difference, so we do... It would behoove us to use this. Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious. Oh, God. Yeah, fire lizards are very dangerous. Thankfully, we handled that pretty handily. Alright, so, figure, while we're in the area, maybe we should look into this lighthouse here, the fog tower, a bit more. You can still see it way up there, but beneath it are, in fact, a system of caves. And this system of caves actually leads out to a little cove here. And if we come up from this way, well, we might have a bit of an easier time dealing with what lies within. So it appears to perhaps have been a smuggler's den of some kind. Perhaps whoever was in charge of the lighthouse in the pre-colony days ran a little business on the side out of the back door here, but it's also possible that this was just a way for, you know, it was like an easily accessible dock, and this was just like a storage cave, but, you know, I'm reading a little deeper into it than I think was ever intended. But there are some terrible, terrible things in here. So we must approach with caution. Generally, if you look ahead in the cave and you see light, it's usually a good sign that you can actually get somewhere. Now we see some skeletons. Wow, that does nothing. Skeletons are quite resistant to fire, at least until it ignites them. Oh, you son of a bitch. I see you. Now, it's interesting, there are like 3 different types of skeletons here. The principal difference is the weapon they use and how much damage they do. I think the basic skeletons do the least damage. The skeleton scouts do a little bit more, and they carry the scythe. And the skeleton warriors have withered axes. These are the scythes in this game are just called cutters for some reason. It's probably a very literal translation, but yeah, the warriors are the toughest. But even more dangerous than that is another creature in here. It can cause us quite a bit of trouble if we don't take him down swiftly. Oh, there he goes. What? Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious. Desist. Alright, well, took him down. Now, we have a fucking host of skeletons to deal with, and oh my god, it hurts so bad. Oh, gracious. Fuck you. God damn it. Fuck. Alright, there. The rest of these are not really much of a threat now. Axe ones are the only ones that are truly dangerous. Fuck off. Well, that was not really according to plan. I don't know why I couldn't cast the pyrokinesis on the skeleton mage here. Crominan. Sounds interesting. Well, let's do a quick bit of looting before we read that tome we have acquired. Just in case we get ambushed. There are more skeletons in here. Depending on whether or not they've been alerted by our fighting here, they might surprise us while I'm trying to read this, so best to stay topped off. Battle of Varant, True Power. That is not what I wanted. There's Crominan. He who is willing to renounce all depravity and wanders on the path of righteousness shall know where the source of my power lies hidden, so that he might use it to break the chains of this world and prove worthy to receive Crominan. The wise one sees to having a general overview before he dedicates himself to his next mission. So the second page on each of these books, there's going to be more than one book during the course of this Crominan quest. The second page on each of them is supposed to be a riddle of some kind. I don't know if, some of the riddle is lost in translation, because the riddles really just don't seem all that clever in this game. Hard to really explain why. It's just the language in it is very simple and bizarre, and usually doesn't really help all that much in actually deciphering the riddle. See, I fucking hate skeletons. I shall cut a swath through the sons of bitches. I hear yez. You sorry fool. There are yet more. I can hear them. I can hear the bones are creaking. Where are you, you son of a bitch? Oh, two sons of bitches. Ha ha ha. I hear another. Oh, trying to ambush me, eh? Yeah, eat it. And that, my friends, is that. Nothing left to the fog tower here. Now, maybe someone can clarify if fog tower is the literal translation of what we refer to in English as lighthouse. Because this tower here doesn't really look like much of a lighthouse. But I'm just thinking the name fog tower. Whoa! Now you actually surprised me. The name fog tower makes sense as how we define a lighthouse in English. Basically, just a tower that emits light so that ships can see where the coast is through the fog. So, I'm assuming that's what fog tower means. Anyway, so this book here, it says to get a general overview before our next mission. So, if you have the mindset that I have, that seems to imply that we need to kind of get to the high ground and gain a vantage point. So basically, you're looking for one of the highest locations in the game. Now, I am going to actually take care of the Crominan quest in the next episode. I just kind of wanted to start it while we were here so you could see what we were up to. But for now, we do need to continue looking for the pieces for the Ulu Mulu. And one of those pieces is a troll tusk. You know, I've actually never come back to the monastery here after coming here with Gorn, so I do want to see if there's actually something new here. As Tarrok told us, the Orc slave in the free mine, trolls love a lot of space, and they love, like, mountains. So, obviously we'll find another one where we were hanging out with Diego, but I thought maybe they would spawn another one here, and that does not seem to be the case. So, no matter. Let us return to the Troll Valley, and actually while we're there, I forgot, we also still need to take care of Quentin's bandits. Just see what they got going on there. Alright, so here, there has clearly spawned another troll. So, we've seen before that trolls are actually fairly harmless if you come at them with the little left to right action. But, I want to see how vulnerable he is to this. To incineration. Not vulnerable at all. Ah! Oh, wow. There we go. So, the pyrokinesis did not really do much against him, but no matter. Our blade sufficed. So, it's a bit funny that we can kind of get him in a loop like that, but yeah, you can stun him out of any attack he does by hitting him first. And since he's got a long wind-up on his turbo punch, you don't really have to worry about a whole lot. Just making sure there's no bastard going to be sneaking up on us again. Alright, so there are a lot of bandits down here, and every single one of them has a bow. So we do have to take him down fairly quick. Alright, one's enough. Which is good to know. Alright, well, they're kind of idiots. Thankfully... Oh, dang. Alright, well, I can't... Unfortunately, can't target them anymore through the wall. But at least they're too stupid to really pose a threat. Problem is, if I get close enough to attack the other guys, then they'll be able to start shooting at me again. So let's see if I can get a decent angle on them. This altogether would be a very tough exercise if you did not have ranged attacks of any kind. Oh shit, I got hit. Oh, fuck you. There you go. Have it. Oh. Ouch. Just to be safe. And how shall I deal with the all-fools? Oh, goodness gracious. Not at all my intention. Fuck you. That was poorly done on my part. Oh, now I'm stuck. Isn't that marvelous? Apparently someone's still after me, because the battle music's still playing. Not really sure who it might be. Ah, there's Quentin himself. The son of a bitch. So, if you dealt with the weed processors from the nuke camp, according to the quest that you get from Kor Kalam, if you become a novice, they would actually move on here, and this is where you'd find them afterwards. Because if you deal with them there, you don't actually have to kill them. If you deal with them as part of the quest, of course you don't really have to deal with them anyway, but... Well, I got that fool, but this one's still alive. Come on, come closer. Yes, that's a good boy. Let me show you how much of a fool you are. Nope, never mind, it just went through the damn wall. Alright then, you sorry fool. Of course, those geniuses over there are none the wiser. Which works to my credit, doesn't it? Burn. And zap. Alright, alright, alright. I think we've done pretty well. There's a lot of loot on these guys, but the longbows are probably what are the most valuable, so make sure you grab those. There's definitely still someone trying to have at me. Couldn't tell you where he is, though. Another empty cave. Gonna have a quick run around. See if I can find where this guy is. He might have come all the way around to try and get to me. Or he might have actually found his way out of the world somehow. I do not see him. Right, well, let us loot Quentin. If anyone has anything really valuable here, it would be him. But I doubt he does. Nope. Fairly typical. So, altogether, these guys are pretty much useless. There's no point to them because Chronobites never really had the chance to actually flesh out their story significance. But no matter, we can live with that. Alright, so what else? We got a Troll Tusk, Tongue of a Fire Lizard, Horn of a Shadow Beast. Now all we actually need is the Tooth of a Swamp Shark. And those, of course, we can find at the Swamp Camp. And watcha! And eat it. And there we got 3 teeth. So, I don't know why these guys just don't drop any of these items before you reach this chapter. It really beats the hell out of me. But it is of small consequence, for now we have everything we need. And, yeah, let us go back, take these items to these items to Tarrok, and let him fashion for us one Ulu Mulu. Oh dear. Oh my. Alright, Mr. Orc. I have for you... Now that's weird. I thought his name was supposed to change to Tarrok. Once you learned his name, but I don't know why I thought that, because apparently it doesn't.
I have all 4 items for the Ulu Mulu.
Stranger, strong warrior be. Give I here.
Whoops.
Stranger were Ulu Mulu and proud. Tarrok sleep now.
Nighty night, brother. So he's got nothing more for us. But now we have Ulu Mulu. Oh, come on. Let me up the goddamn wall. So we have the Ulu Mulu. And the Ulu Mulu is actually, technically, a weapon. It requires 30 strength, so if you have not been investing strength at all until now, you're going to need to just to use this. The cool thing is you can actually see where at least 3 out of the 4 components went with this. You can see the troll tusks, what I'm assuming are swamp shark teeth on the side, the shadow beast horn on top. The only thing we don't see is the fire lizard tongue. I'm not really sure what he uses that for. But yeah, so it's essentially a 2-handed weapon, and as long as you have it equipped when you're in orc occupied areas, the orcs will not attack you. That's the whole point of that object, and that's why we've been working so hard for it. So this is our ticket into the orc town and to the secrets of the Sleeper. And so, let us take no more time here. It is time to head out and unravel this mystery. Pardon me. Oh dear. Time to unravel this mystery once and for all. So long, Gorn number 2.
that's an interesting Orc standard you have there. Is that from the former Orc slave in the mine?
It's an Orcish symbol for friendship. I want to enter the Orc town with it.
I hope for your sake that the Orcs will respect this thing.
Indeed.
See you
Well,
later.
and there we have it. Chapter 5 begins. Guardians of the Portal. So, thus endowed, we may now enter the Orc town, hopefully without fear. But before we do that, we may now check in with Wolf to get our armor. Now that we have reached Chapter 5, which turns out was a trigger all along. I don't know why I kept thinking that you could just wait for it.
How far did you get with the armor?
I finally found a way to fix those armor plates to each other.
Does that mean that the armor is finished?
Yeah, man, here it is. Really seems to be harder than any other armor in our camp.
Thanks. I owe you something.
That's all right. I always find ways of covering my expenses.
Cool. Glad to hear it. And now we have the crawler armor, which is slightly superior to the robe of water against physical damage. It is inferior, significantly worse in terms of fire and magic defense, but it is also the ugliest fucking thing in the world. There will probably be a number of people who find this design rather appealing, but to me it's just absolutely atrocious. But since it is better against swords and arrows, we will continue wearing it. Now it's interesting, beyond just the minecrawler plates, he also went ahead and added some like studded leather and some chainmail to it. So obviously it is not wholly dependent on the crawler plates themselves. But with all this, we can now stand a chance against the dangers in the Orc land. Shut your face.
For the honor.
So let us see.
I want to...
Do you have any new spells, brother? You really don't seem to. I don't think you ever get new ones. Oh, you have the Death to Undead now. Did we already buy that? I feel like we did. Never really gonna use the Ice Block. Don't need Fireball anymore. Don't need the Control. That was just for amusement's sake. Alright, so... definitely don't need Ice Bolt. Good enough. Thank you, sir. So, this Death to... shut your mouth, bro. This Death to Undead spell. Let us take a... he's gonna yell at us again. Take a quick look at it. It does pretty much infinite damage to Undead. Only costs 5 mana, so... this is going to be hugely helpful when we go into the Sleeper Temple. As Urshak told us, lot of the builders of the Sleeper's Temple were cursed to undeath. I am pretty sure that this spell will damage the undead orcs we find down there as well. But either way, there are definitely quite a few skeletons and other assorted undead nastiness that this will help us out with. So, next episode, we will make our way to the Orc town, endowed with the Ulu Mulu. I will show you how it works, and things will kick off from there. Actually, you know what? I'm a total idiot. I forgot. I wanted to do the Crominan quest first. So next episode, we will do the Crominan quest. And after that is when we shall take on the Placey Place, the Sleeper's Temple, and the Orc Town. But first... Alright, so he does not actually teach us anything. Ooh. What is my amulet then? Oh, wow. Damn it. So he's got an amulet of might or amulet of enlightenment. And that is what I want. So if you were having trouble with the troll in the valley, you could buy these scrolls here. That would help you out a lot. It's a bit too valuable. Something that's worth 600 maybe? Nah. And something that's worth 40. Good enough. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hope you all enjoyed watching. Next episode, Crominan. See you all then.